our special guest, Joshua Fabia. I said that right?
Joshua Fabia.
Fabia. Son of a bitch.
Nobody cares.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put money in the switch. He had it. My bad.
Everybody says it Fabia. Nobody fucking cares what your actual name is.
Damn, I hate when I lose. I'm just so not used to it. Okay, so now for anyone checking in, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Joshua Fabia is a health professional. He works with a group and runs a group called the School Self-Awareness. Online, he
ironically named
Diego Sanchez. That has created a huge controversy. People online have been jumping on him. People either love him or hate him. He's incredibly controversial.
Nobody loves
him. I know it has to be really hard for you. And people have really extreme feelings. I mean, good and bad about you. So
no
I'd love
good.
to hit on that.
Just
and first
bad.
of all, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to the show. What's come out most recently, we'll go into in just a minute. Is there anything you want to start with to say to everyone out there?
No, just thank you for having me on the show, and I appreciate everyone's time and energy listening. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're a little fucking camera whore. You'll do anything for media spotlight.
Now, how do you feel about your relationship now with Diego Sanchez and the experience you had with UFC since meeting Diego in 2019?
Well, in the beginning, I would say it was just a normal client training type relationship, and everything in my perception of reality was that...
In your perception of reality. That's a perfect way of saying it. Because you are delusional as fuck.
Diego Sanchez is a professional MMA fighter who is employing me to help him as he has a lot of healing necessary and wanting to change his point of view on how to do things a little differently. Because in the past, he had been kind of just willing to run into punches. And I was offering him another option, like...
Yeah, to just run in there and stand and get hit, instead of throwing punches.
We can move out of the way first, you know? And...
Yeah, Diego Sanchez never had the idea to fucking dodge before Joshua Fabia came into his life. Okay.
This was all very interesting to him, and the relationship seemed very normal, like everything else in my career and my business.
Yeah, it was very normal. You know, I've trained some people as well, and I typically also cling to their fucking assholes and never let them speak and do all their talking for them. It's a very normal fucking thing.
Deal with lots and lots of people. Everything seemed pretty normal. Diego was definitely a celebrity. You know, he had some celebrity asshole tendencies. You know, he didn't like tipping and...
Not like you. Not like you. You're a cool dude, Joshua Fabia. You don't have any asshole tendencies. You're so fucking chill. It's super cool.
Did some weird stuff in front of me that, you know, threw up some red flags, but over time just talked...
Also, not tipping is a celebrity asshole tendency. Hey, Joshua Fabia, I sometimes didn't tip when I was poor. Does that make me a celebrity asshole?
It kind of just seemed, like I said, the celebrity
What
stuff.
do you mean weird stuff?
Well, I just mean things like you get a divorce and you have a child, but you get a one-bedroom condo. Like, things just didn't make sense to me, but I'm...
Wow.
Thinking, you know, okay.
What a petty bitch.
I mean, maybe it's just super temperate. Like, I don't know. You know, and I'm wondering, why is he driving around a $3,000 Mercedes? Right? Like, just questions that... I'm thinking, hey, he's telling me he's...
Yo, he's super rich and such an asshole. $3,000 car? What the fuck? Yo, $3,000 for a fucking Mercedes? I'd buy that Mercedes. Are you fucking kidding me? $3,000 for a fucking Mercedes? That's fucking nothing. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if I found a deal like that, I'd probably pick up on it too, whether I was rich or not.
Frugal, he's saving his money. He's, okay, you know, okay, hey.
Well, that's something... Sorry, go, if you have more to say, please, by all means.
Well, I just mean, like, from everything on the outside, as a trainer that's seeing somebody 3 days a week, and then I start to,
Yeah, a trainer from the outside, as in, like, you don't know his life, so shut the fuck up at this point.
Moved him into the condo. I helped him in the divorce, and this little moment, and, you know, everything seemed pretty much the same as anybody else, and under these circumstances, to a certain degree. I added in some extra variables.
Joshua, do you mind?
Say that again?
I was just saying, excuse me, this is actually a really interesting point you bring up, because now that you're saying that it's kind of like some odd behaviors, as you're stating from Diego's side, it kind of throws up the question, well, how much was both your decision and his decision? And one of the things people tend to ask a lot about these days is that small clip you guys put up of you having Diego hang from the A-frame of the bars, and essentially using him as a punching bag. So it's kind of the question of, was that more his decision, your decision? And
yeah, I want to know that too.
Training behind that.
Okay, those are several questions, and they're all very easy to answer.
Then answer them.
Backwards, though. The first one you said, what is the method? Well, you can go on YouTube right now and go look at body hardening, and you will see some of the most ridiculous things way beyond what you see me doing.
Yeah, body hardening isn't done to the fucking head, you retard, because it can cause brain damage. Yet you were punching and kicking him directly in the fucking face. Body hardening is saved for, like, the knuckles and your ribs and your shins. Not for your fucking head.
What I was doing are
Dipshit.
gentle in comparison to what you will see others.
I don't believe that. I believe that one kick he threw to his fucking head, I think he did that at full power. I believe that Joshua Fabia is a very fucking weak person, and that was a full power kick from him.
Okay? It's a very normal practice, body hardening.
Yeah, it's so normal. That's why you caught so much shit for it.
Oh, I was going to say, well, the complaints online with it are usually that when you're doing the body hardening, it's not done towards the head. So I think it had more to do with them being concerned that he already had CTE and then getting smacked in the head versus the body hardening. Because, I mean, Conor McGregor is really well known for doing the body hardening, and he does some dumbass shit. I'd like to remind everyone, every time we swear on this show, we give money to the Boys and Girls Club of America, the Humane Society of America, and Free MMA. We swear because we care. We had to put that disclaimer in because I can't control my mouth. Sorry.
There you go.
I don't care.
So,
Go on.
The reality is, okay, that's beautiful for McGregor to say, but he also just got knocked the fuck out. So your body hardening, what it does, let me just give you perspective here from someone who's not involved in combatives or has no idea what is truly going on. The body has an ability to perceive the angle and the direction of impact. Okay, the body.
Also, I do want to comment on that. Oh, Conor just got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Your chin deteriorates over time, dude. Your chin works in the opposite direction of your body hardening training. Look at Chuck Liddell as a prime fucking example of that. So, if you're hitting someone in the head repeatedly under, quote, body hardening training purposes, then you're actually robbing them of what chin they have left. But, of course, you know, this dipshit doesn't actually know anything, so he probably Googled fucking body hardening training, like, what's something I could do with Diego Sanchez today? Blah, blah, blah. Body hardening training, we haven't tried that yet. Fuck out of here. Body hardening training.
The way the body perceives this is through contact first. So, if I am to, for example, push you, your body can understand the direction where I'm going to push you.
No.
If now I pull away, I'm not touching you, I'm showing you the push, your body can anticipate and will move out of the way. All right, now what happens when I do it with a fist? So what you're seeing there is, for one...
This dude doesn't even know how fucking body hardening training works! Oh my god! No, body hardening training works because when you punch harder objects with your knuckles, or when you kick things with your shins, or when you take blows to your ribs, what is happening is the bones are forming micro breaks in the bones, and they are recalcifying and growing back harder. That is what is happening in body hardening training. So it is making your fist harder to break. It is making your shins harder to break. It is making your ribs harder to break. The reason why you don't do that with the fucking skull is because A, the skull is already hard enough as is. But B, when you attack someone in the face, they're not actually taking facial damage. That's not what the issue is. The issue is the brain rattling around in your fucking skull. Because your brain is floating inside your skull with fluid. And that no amount of body hardening training is going to toughen your brain inside your fucking skull. So no matter how tough your actual skull is, when you get hit in the head, your brain rattles on the inside, and the rattling of the brain is what is causing damage. So no matter how much body hardening training you do on the fucking skull, it will not strengthen how much damage you can take to the head. And on top of that, this dude isn't even using the right biomechanics to explain why body hardening is a good training tool. But then again, he thinks it's a good training tool to the head, so obviously, again, dipshit doesn't know what he's talking about.
50 times out of context, and I will explain all of that.
Yeah, of course.
But the point is that in body hardening, you could not favor one part of the body, Summer, as every part of your body is vulnerable. So to balance that, you wouldn't be so ashamed to have your face touched. And so what's really going on is that, because I am not hitting him hard enough to damage anything, not even surface tissue. And the reality is, he's being trained...
I believe that. I believe that there is no strike that Joshua Fabia could damage Diego Sanchez with. So, you know what? That's true.
much harder impacts than that. And what is training. Are you guys, I mean, like, do you see how ridiculous that narrative setup is? No, the truth is that video was leaked by who? It's the highest production fucking video I've ever had done. You think it's the UFC? Yeah, it's the fucking UFC that came and filmed us and didn't say a fucking word about, oh, that was dangerous. No, they're cheering us on and they loved it. And it's all fucking set up. It's all set up. I'll send you the video of the full amount of context because that's what I have to do is record everything. And you'll see them spraying him down with water. And it's a fucking shoot. It's a real Hollywood, man. It's fake.
Well,
and so now,
Good, release that.
I work in Hollywood, so I'm very, very familiar with those particular tactics. My question would then be, why do you think, if you feel that the UFC is setting you up, why would they be doing that?
Oh, well, now we're getting somewhere. See, finally someone asked me the right questions. See, nobody's
Fuck
ever
you,
talking to me for
douche.
about any of the training that I do.
Finally, somebody asks me a question that I actually want to answer. Those are the right questions. I don't actually care about Diego Sanchez. Talk about me.
That is so scandalous because nobody really wants to hear any of the answers. Just the same, nobody's been asking the correct questions because nobody in the MMA world wants.
Nobody asks the correct questions. School of self-awareness.
Those answers. So the truth is, I've been privy to seeing some things, one, that are behind the scenes and are of an industry that is very ugly and very dirty. And because I'm not in the industry and I have no benefit of the industry, I'm the only one willing to speak upon it. Because I'm not part of the feeder system and I make no money off of this, and I'm not over here being a person that...
Yeah, you make money off of clinging to Diego Sanchez's ass. And that's why, since he dropped you, the next fucking day, you took an interview where all you do is lambast him and call him a douchebag celebrity idiot.
...promotes violence or even endorses this sport or industry. I just happen to be
What
helping
would be some of the shadier things that they're trying to push? I want to grasp the concept here real quick. What are some of the shady things that they're kind of pushing off as? As he's trying to covering it up.
I know we're jumping quickly between questions. But we don't have. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it all together. So what we got here
Of course
is,
you are.
we gotta go back to how I was starting with my perception. And so my perception is I'm helping a guy and he leaves a gym. It becomes a big scandal. I'm just all of a sudden in the middle of a lot of drama and.
You've been in the middle of a lot of drama, but you didn't start shit-talking Diego until after he left.
Just worrying about taking care of this guy. And the more I'm taking care of him, the more I'm realizing he needs a lot more help than some of my other clients. Like, this is pretty heavy.
All your clients need help.
As I'm
because they're seeing
and I'm
you.
his trainer and his coach and his manager, I'm now at the fight, one of the fights, the first fight that I'm the only coach and cornerman at the UFC for Diego. They pull me away from him behind the scenes before the fight 3 different times to harass me about every little thing I'm doing.
Well, why would the UFC?
Yeah, they need to make sure you're qualified, because you quite clearly are not, as evidenced by all of the training videos of you online. Like, oh, the UFC leaked me punching Diego Sanchez in the face. Oh yeah? Who did the video where you were chasing dudes around with a knife in the middle of a fucking octagon? Who did that? Who leaked that? Was it the UFC? Because the production values weren't nearly as high on that, so was that leaked? Or did you put that out yourself? These are questions.
UFC have a grudge against you.
No, I'm getting there. I gotta just tell you my perception of what...
Yeah, don't interrupt me, bitch. I'm in the middle of talking.
The events that happen here, right? So...
I get what you're saying, but there are so many questions. I'm just curious. I do want to get a perception.
It's something that's been going on for 2 years. You gotta let me tell you this to understand something. So
yeah, quit interrupting
where
him.
the Nevada State Commission comes in and leans on Diego, and he has to throw a fucking fight. Now I have him recorded coming in.
Oh, you have this recorded. You have this recorded. But instead of dropping the record, so this happened 2 years ago. So you're in on a fixed fight, but you just let it slide for cash, according to you. This is now purely what you're saying. So you sat on this evidence of a fixed fight attempt for 2 fucking years, but because you were making money, whatever, I'll let it go. But now Diego Sanchez, your big fucking meal ticket, I can't whistle, out the fucking door. And now, the UFC, they're so scummy, they're so shitty, they fix fights, they tried to get Diego Sanchez to lose. Well, let me tell you this. Diego Sanchez, while he was with you, didn't need any fucking help losing, all right? You were taking good enough care of that for them, all right? Jesus Christ. I think he got 1 disqualification win in Joshua Fabia's favor while under his tutelage. And Joshua even tried to say, that was our game plan. That was our game plan, was for the other fighter to get DQ'd on purpose. Jesus Christ.
They say that he was told that he has to throw this fight. They told him he has to lose this bout.
You go watch the fight, and it's the only fight in Diego Sanchez's history that he never threw a punch.
That's not an answer. We're looking for a direct answer. Did they tell him he had to throw a fight?
The way that they did it is in the lean, which is in talking to somebody and dangling their license.
So no.
Are you really trying to hurt this man? You're not trying to hurt him, are you, Diego? You're a sportsman, Diego. You've always been a good guy, Diego. You're not going to do anything with malicious intent, are you, Diego?
Release the recording. You said you had this recorded. Release the recording. I want to hear that. I want to hear that word for word. I want to see it.
You can call that the way you call it, but the Nevada State Commission's not supposed to come in 30 minutes before a fucking fight and come and kick everybody out and come and talk that type of shit to a fighter and get in their head. Then on top of it, the last time Diego was a sportsman, he was a wrestler. So the first thing he comes out and does is goes and takes this guy's leg, and he never throws a punch. So you tell me, how come my fighter that's been trained for 10 weeks to strike didn't throw a strike?
I can't tell you, but
You know
it
what I'm
didn't.
saying.
I thought you were working with him on ways to avoid taking damage. I thought that's what you said earlier in this interview, that you were working with him on ways to avoid taking damage, and that wrestling was a way to do that. But now it was because he was part of a fixed fight. So you and Diego agreed to take a dive. Is that what I'm hearing? All right.
So that's
Not at all.
So
I can probably elaborate on that a little bit in the sense that being in the cage at such a high level, being in the cage at small levels, people are going to react differently. You've seen guys go out there. I'm sure you have at least you've studied fights. I know you would have if you were trying to corner or coach this man. People will go out there and just blow game plans, 100% fail them just because they were either in the wrong headspace, wrong timing, maybe sometimes the minutes prior to the bout. So what you're saying is that's what
part of the lean, and this part of the lean in the UFC is fighting with the fake profiles, putting out the negative stuff, and doing the thing. So in my perception, in the wave of this, I kind of like perceive.
I do like how he keeps saying "in my perception." You know what? Because I believe him. I believe that he is this disillusioned to fucking reality. I do believe that, so.
And so you see me in the history of everything I did, I go to bat for Diego. Because I am witnessing very strange things, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You never went to bat for fucking Diego. You, in the most recent thing where you confronted those UFC broadcasters, you were like, look at all the you guys weren't being fair to Diego Sanchez. Look at how much harassment I get online. Like, you pretend that it's for Diego's sake, but it is all for you. That was made evidently clear in that last fucking video before he dropped your fucking ass. But when you got him fucking fired, when you were like, look, you guys weren't being fair to my man Diego. And then they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. We just call fights. And they were like, well, if you look online, everybody shit talks me. Just go on the Twitter. Like, I go to bat for Diego because it gives me an excuse to talk about myself.
Is going on. I'm feeling the UFC is giving me a weird rub from the very beginning. And
yeah, because you're a fraud.
Fast forward you to now,
you're a charlatan. You're a fake.
Which is due to
a phony.
Me leaving Diego because of me finding out new information. So what has happened is I am getting the process of finding out that we need to get the medical records from his ex-wife. Diego's in good communication with his ex-wife. I'm thinking, hey, go ahead and ask her for them.
Well, why would he need to get them from his ex-wife? The commission will send them straight to him. I mean, Jared's a fighter. Bear's a fighter. They sent him his own.
The UFC has not sent us any of that, and that's...
They don't.
They don't say that they're not responsible for that.
They were different. Like this summer, let me explain. They don't want to give Diego any of the contact information to resource that, so making it easily. So
I can give that to you in like 2 seconds. It's Googleable.
Well, that's fine. You can give it to Diego. But my point is that in the process of trying to get it from his ex-wife, that Diego's saying he didn't even know she had it, which was all news to everybody. Diego's in conversation with her, asking for it, and she says, "Oh, you can have the lawyer ask for it," and that threw up some red flags. So I then am talking with Diego while he texted her, and I said, "Type this, please. Let me see it." And I wrote, "So for the record."
So what does this have to do with Diego Sanchez and you fixing fights or whatever? What does this have to do with any of that? You kind of drifted off topic there.
You're not going to release my medical records. And
why couldn't Diego get it himself, though? That's the thing. If it's his own body.
Again, exactly. This is the UFC running this game, and yet
the UFC controls Diego Sanchez's doctors. With doctor-patient confidentiality? No.
He doesn't have access to that.
They have have copies of everything, as they have a log of everything that's ever been down.
Yeah, for sure.
So when I ask for just a copy of anything that they've ever had, why is there such an issue? And then on top of it, then redirecting it to all these commissions and not giving out the information freely and making it a big scandal. And I've asked for it for over 3 months.
I can tell you when I went to law school. I would never have handed it out
for them. It's the fact that they should just be able to give them. But let me please finish where I'm at, because I'm kind of getting to some points, and you wanted the points. So.
No. Nobody wanted the points, Diego. This interview, honestly, I like these interviewers because they're calling you on your fucking shit. It sounds like they more or less just wanted you on to make fun of you for being an idiot.
Oh, I'm asking her, and then she finally says, she's like, oh, fuck you, Josh.
So are you asking her, or is Diego asking her? This more sounds like he was trying to get Diego Sanchez's medical records from Diego's wife more so than Diego. I think he was lying. I think he was lying about, the doctors she has his medical records and he contacts her to get the medical records and she says no, and he doesn't go to his own doctor apparently, but then you ask her and she tells you to fuck off. I don't know. It doesn't sound like you ever actually, it sounds like you tried to go over Diego's head or behind his back to go straight to his ex-wife to get those medical records because he wouldn't give you access to them. That's what it sounds like to me. That's pure speculation, that's a pure theory, but that's what it sounds like to me.
And then Diego goes to go take his daughter to school or to the park or something, and his ex-wife calls. And Diego's talking to her, and then she's saying, oh, yeah, okay, I'll send it, and da-da-da-da, and she's like...
I'm going to cut in. You seem like a really nice guy, but this seems like a lot of minutia, and it doesn't seem like you're directly answering our questions, and that's really difficult for me. I've worked in spin for a really long time, and one of the first signs of spin is the minutia. So I get what you're saying, but you have...
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you the whole story about how the UFC tried to get Diego to fix a fight. So I need to talk about how his wife gave him the runaround about his doctor's appointments. It's very important to the story. Oh, God.
So I sent you the email from his ex-wife, Summer. Now go ahead and read it then. So I'm trying to get to the point of where this email is sent to the UFC talking about...
Joshua Fabia leaking private fucking conversations. Why am I not surprised?
Diego's mental instability in 2018. I did not start working with or working for Diego till 2019 in May. So... by this time, I end up being the person associated to all this crazy, as the UFC did not do anything for him, offer him any services as it...
This makes sense. You know, Diego's already got CTE, and then he goes, and he's having a hard time in life and all that shit, and then he goes to you, a fucking charlatan, and you were around to help him through his bad times, and then you clung to his fucking asshole like a little leech, and sucked him dry for all he was fucking worth. That's... I mean... You know, I think what Josh is sort of not realizing here is that if Diego Sanchez didn't have all these problems, then he wouldn't have been associated with him in the first place, which would have kept him out of the media and controversy, which is true, but it's like nobody's saying that, he's making Diego crazy or whatever. Nobody's saying that. Everybody knew what the whole fucking story was. Sorry, Mike died for a second.
In 2018, I did not start working with or working for Diego till 2019 in May. So, by this time, I end up being the person associated to all this crazy, as the UFC did not do anything for him, offer him any services, as his wife is saying, we're so concerned. And then, as Diego is having mismatched fights...
Excuse me, Josh, when you open this up, you did say you want to elaborate on the split. Now, while this is all very pertinent to that, I'm sure a lot has influenced your decision. What was that defining moment? Because I'm sure it wasn't medical records. You guys have been arguing about medical records now for the last year. What was this split?
No, do you not? Hold on. So, I'm trying to explain my perception. And my perception of things...
Yeah, dude, let me finish shit-talking him first, alright? I'm not done shit-talking him, and then I know it seems like I'm all over the place and just airing all my grievances at once first. But no, this is all pertinent to the fucking story of why me and Diego split, totally, alright?
It is one thing at one time. Now, all of a sudden, I find out that your ex-wife is talking personally to Dana White, Sean Shelby, Hunter, about your medical stuff, and nobody's told me anything. Nobody's warned me, said Diego's anything. So, what is now the feeling.
Okay,
is that
so
I've been taken advantage
I'm
of.
gonna cut this. This is minutia.
Nobody's cluing me in on anything. Don't they know that I'm like Diego Sanchez is like everything? I'm his head coach and I'm his this and I'm his life coach and fucking why nobody tell me nothing? Yeah, she's telling the UFC that she's worried about him because she's mixed up with a douchebag like you.
People are writing in, and what they're concerned about and what they're trying to address is stuff like the OnlyFans and him naked wrestling in a river. Like, that's the stuff that people
What
are
are you
talking
talking
on you.
about? There's no naked wrestling in Aruba. There's no.
I said a river,
No
and if
one
you
said a
speak
river,
to me like that
said
again,
river.
I'm gonna hang up on you, man. Like, I'm being polite to you. I'm just
I don't know
asking
what
for straight
you've been
answers.
talking about. What?
On
Ask me a
OnlyFans.
question.
Okay. There
What
is a
about
perception that Diego Sanchez was not familiar with the kind of content you were putting up on OnlyFans. Is that true?
Diego knows exactly what's on there, and you can go look. It's all just training. What is the problem?
What about...
Oh, you're saying it's just training. How do you quote these, or someone quotes them? You guys have to approve them. So this is just training. Quotes like
I didn't even know about this
like,
OnlyFans
what
shit.
kind of training video is that exactly putting out there?
I like how you're in the media and you don't know that market. If you know the
You
OnlyFans
bet your
market,
ass I would
you
never
know
sell a
that
fighter like that. I would never. I work for Paramount Pictures. I've worked on Guardians of the Galaxy. I've worked with fighters. I've worked with the W.
I like how they're calling him on his bullshit, so he's devolved to insulting them. Like, why are you putting stuff of Diego up on OnlyFans or putting stuff of yourself up on OnlyFans? You work in the media and you don't even know this? Yeah, they work in the media, Joshua. Not fucking you, so...
WWE. I would never sell a fighter like that. That's why we're asking, and that's why people are concerned.
Concerned about playing with the tantalizing words to get people to
No,
look.
people
And it's
feel you're
working.
sexually exploiting Diego, and I'm trying to give you a platform to say you're not. That's the
Yeah,
feeling
no,
on
I'm
the
not
internet.
sexually exploiting him at all.
And that's...
Yeah, I'm only financially exploiting him. Oh, God.
And that's what I'm...
Sexual exploitation if there's no sexual videos or sexual anything of him out there. What are we talking about here? And this concept of talking about, like, again, I've been attacked nonstop, and you asked me to come on.
And you've deserved every bit of
trying
it.
to interview you, but you're not answering questions. When I get someone on and I ask them questions, I
What
expect
other
answers.
question would you like to ask that I'm not answering?
Well, when we asked you...
Why did you split? They've asked it 5 times.
one of the ones you specifically asked us to ask you.
Yeah. I'm trying to express how I feel about what has happened in my time of 2 years of being slandered in the UFC, working for a guy that...
Nobody cares about your feelings. Shut up and answer the questions.
...mostly represented himself as a regular person. As I get to more information as I'm with the lawyer, and the lawyer talks to Diego and asks Diego about his education, and he starts talking about he was in special education. Holy shit, huge red flags, man. This is not at all what anyone had perceived, and Diego is not anywhere near...
What the absolute fuck? You're disclosing his, like, school history and talks with lawyers, between him and lawyers and shit? You are just absolutely disgusting piece of fucking dog shit. And to any of his students, this should be a sign, get out fucking now. Because the second you leave, he's going to take every little fucking secret of yours and he's gonna fucking blast it everywhere he fucking can. Don't tell him shit. Don't put your trust in this guy. He has proven that he is unfucking trustworthy. A lowlife piece of dog shit. Jesus Christ.
what anybody knows, man. And Diego has been an addict. He hasn't told anybody for the past 5 months I was his sponsor, living with him. That I had to live there because he was broke and lost all his...
Good for you, Joshua Fabia. You clung to a celebrity's asshole while he was going through rehab so you could reap the benefits on the other side. What a good fucking man you are. What peak masculinity, what peak kindness you have. Oh my God, such a fucking hero. You know, you stuck it out with Diego for 5 whole months while he kicked his addiction, and you ruined his life for 2 years after the fact. Wow, you know what? I think you guys can call it even on that one.
money and strung out on kratom and alcohol and 30 other substances, that he has sexual abuse issues.
Also, again, just revealing All this shit. Second he's gone. Just revealing all of it.
No, he didn't say any of that, man.
I hope your business goes fucking under after this. I really do. I hope you are penniless and out on the fucking street.
And I've been holding up all this. I've been doing everything. And everybody's coming at me.
So what about the belief?
Understand why he...
So we have
I'll put out all the proof. I got all the proof. I'll put out all the video, man.
Yeah, so you have all this proof, but instead of putting it out there, you do this fucking dog shit of an interview where all you do is shit talk Diego Sanchez in the UFC. That's all this interview has been. Is just you shitting on Diego and revealing personal information because you're a petty fucking bitch who can't stand that you got dumped. I'd love to hear from some of this dude's ex-girlfriends, assuming that he has any.
We have about 2 minutes. We have about 2 minutes left. The biggest concern and the public perception is that...
Yeah, dude, you know, she dumped me because she couldn't handle how much of a man I was. She was a stupid bitch anyway.
You were taking advantage of Diego. You were taking the money that he has CTE and you were taking advantage of someone.
Diego has clearly been taking advantage of me for 2 years, as I have been fighting for...
Yeah, what the fuck did he get out of you? He got a bunch of advice to leave you. That was the only thing he got out of you.
For him, and putting myself on the line for him with zero benefit. I'm the one who's in death threats here, like nobody else.
No one's starting to say that you're not.
I'm Joshua Fabia, and I can't handle being a big personality online. People say mean things about me. Go cry to your fucking mom, bitch.
You definitely have received death threats. You have a lot of hate in media. You're saying right now that he took advantage of you.
I'm
Something
the
he very
one that
publicly said was he cut off family members to prove loyalty to you. If he's taking advantage of you, is that statement true? Did it really happen? Is he making that up? Or did he actually cut off family members in an effort to prove loyalty to you, sir?
I don't know of any family members he's ever disowned. I don't know any of that.
Okay.
The matter of fact,
so that's spin. That's spin in the
So Diego Sanchez is lying. Yeah, all right. Well, good to hear. He's okay. So if all this is believed from Joshua Fabia's perspective of reality, Diego Sanchez is a big, fat, stupid liar, asshole, celebrity, user and abuser. Yeah, all right. Didn't hear that from anyone else, but heard from you. The least self-aware guy online.
When you were talking about this moment, it was because it was feeling like I was going to be between him and his mother, and I'm not going to do that, and that's one of the big red flags. That, and that Diego is probably special needs. He needs to be properly cognitively studied. He never wanted to do any of that.
Well, he is in a study now. So that is a good thing.
A brain study is one thing. Cognitive study and evaluation of other things to find out that the poor guy is not the same. Listen, we're in New Mexico. And if you're special needs in New Mexico, they just push you through school. So let me tell you another secret that Diego Sanchez didn't really want anybody to know.
Off topic.
So Diego took steroids in high school to win the high school state wrestling.
I gotta say,
you, such a fucking... He's just disgusting.
We have to jump off. We're at the end of the show. I appreciate towards the end of the show you really did start answering questions like point blank. Usually when we do the show, it's like a question answer, really point blank, short answers.
You're wasting me in 30 minutes, Summer. I'm sorry, but I'd
be happy to have you on again, and I'll give you the whole hour. I will give you the whole hour.
Don't give this turd any more attention.
We'll go through it again. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us.
Don't give this piece of human excrement any more attention. All right, well, that was the end. Yeah, that was disgusting. That was absolutely just terrible. I don't know what else to say about that. It was just listening to him shit talk Diego like he was his ex-fucking girlfriend for 30 minutes, less than that, 24 minutes. I had it sped up because I didn't care to listen to this turd talk any longer than I fucking had to. But, alright. I have no like summation of thoughts to take away from this because it literally was just him shit talking for 25 fucking minutes, getting off topic just to spew as much shit at everybody in Diego's life as much as he fucking can. Diego was an asshole. His wife was an asshole. The UFC was a fucking asshole. Everybody was an asshole. Everybody's an asshole but me. I'm super self-aware, you guys. Diego has special needs. Diego took steroids. Diego this, Diego that. Diego's a terrible human being. Diego's a terrible father. Diego is frivolous with money. yeah, this really explained why you guys. I mean, it did explain why you guys parted ways. You know, probably not in the way that he was intending, but you know, at least we got the answer. Again, the people who interviewed him, don't interview him again. Don't give him a full fucking hour. Who gives a shit about this guy? You know, people hate this guy, yeah, but that was only because he was, you know, ruining Diego Sanchez's life, and now he's out of it. So don't give this guy a fucking platform to talk. Honestly, I'm not saying deplatform him, but I'm saying, you know, nobody's gonna listen to him. Nobody's gonna care about him. Don't give this guy just. Don't inflate his ego any further. Don't make him think he's more important than he is by giving him these fucking interviews, because he'll take it. He'll take it and be like, yeah, that's right. People are recognizing how important I am outside of Diego Sanchez. You know, even though all I do is fucking talk about what an asshole he is. You know, get the fuck out of here, dude. This was terrible. All right, goodbye.